The wave section here, we've got Guarnieri, number 15, Chad Reed, 16, Bobrashev, 113, and Gautier, Paulin, Strybos, and Hurlings, and Metcalf now, who's dropped down to 11th place.
Still the fastest man on circuit, Ryan Villapoto, charging hard with 3 to go. He's still the fastest, 148.4.
Toner sets his fastest lap of the race then, 148.2, quicker than Villapoto.
Just look at that, 3 laps to go, and well, Villapoto, team leader, he's the most experienced rider on the team, and he's proven his worth. They didn't panic after the first race. They knew what they had to do, and well, there they go. They're doing exactly that as they cross the line. Another lap clicked off, 2 laps to go.
We're out of time on the official clock, which is why the 2-lap order's gone out, but it's Ryan Villapoto, and that's him coming up here over that triple. Double single combination for him. Ryan Dungey, we still wait for him to come over the line, but he'll be there any moment now, surely. 14.5 seconds back of his teammate. The boards would have been going out to the riders, Ryan Villapoto and Ryan Dungey, that they are on the course, on the verge of taking another victory. Tyler Rattray goes through in 3rd position. We've got Tommy Searle about to come over the line in 4th, the number 10, and just behind him, Guarnieri and Reed. Guarnieri over the line now, and there's Chad Reed in 6th place. Bobrashev on the red Honda behind him in 7th, and then it's Gautier, Paulin in 8th. Kevin Strybos all over the back of the Frenchman on that yellow Suzuki there in the background. He is in 9th position, the number 6 on the Belgian Suzuki, and then it's Jeffrey Hurlings and Brett Metcalf. Right, here we go. Remember, a couple laps ago, we did the timing as Metcalf going after Hurlings. So it's 26, USA, France 39, Australia 44. So even if Metcalf goes by Jeffrey Hurlings, the guy he is chasing, that's Metcalf there on that yellow Suzuki for Team Australia. Even if he goes by Hurlings, that'll only bring their gap down from 44 to 43.
Great Britain still 4th. How many times have they finished 4th recently? Just missed the podium. It needs Brad Anderson to pick up a couple of places late on. They're 2 points down from a podium position. Tommy Searle's not going anywhere because he's 16 seconds behind Tyler Rattray in 3rd, so he's not going to make up any more ground, so it's down to Anderson.
But what a race this has been. We thought the first race was good yesterday, qualifying between Cairoli and Dungey, but this one has far outweighed that in terms of spectacle, drama, and who's on and off the podium. Team France were leading because before the start of the race, they were on 31, the USA on 40, and as it's panned out, Christophe Pourcel pulling out of the race with a looked like a mechanical issue early on in the moto, leaving Gautier, Paulin, the lone French rider who made a mistake all by himself, as Bobrashev, 113, goes after Chad Reed. He's got a back marker ahead of him though. That's Heron Bracker of the Netherlands, I think, and he goes through on the Australian.
That's good for the Brits because Reed
gets held up and he goes, oh, look at that. He cuts the front end off of the Australian. Sorry to cut across you there, Rog.
That's good though, because that helps the British cause, because Chad Reed now loses another point or 2. Oh.
That plays into the hands of, Great Britain, but we're on about, where are we? We need Metcalf to find a way past Hurlings. He'll try all that he can do as well. We have rain coming over there from the far side as we look at Ryan Villapoto. Ryan Villapoto is our race leader. He's got, about 5 or 6 corners to go. That's a great sight as he drops downhill to see all those fans there. Unfortunately for him, they are the majority cheering for France. As he goes down past pit lane though, he will get a huge reception from his crew for Team USA. He knows he's got 16 seconds over his teammate Ryan Dungey, and he takes a long look over his shoulder, and he's going to do a Ricky Johnson and a David Bailey moment here from Maggiore in 1986. I bet he's going to wait on the finish line pretty much so they can go over the line together and celebrate in style.
He's going to have to wait a while because it was 16 seconds. That's a big gap, but they've done it again, Paul. They've done it again.
And right in the final moments as well, rider there just unlaps himself, as another one does, Villapoto. No blue flags being waved for him, but he does his best to try and keep out of the way. He wants to wait for his teammate Ryan Dungey. They're going to come over the line together. That's Dungey coming up the hill now. And look at that, Villapoto already celebrating here. And over the line they go. It doesn't matter which way the result goes here. They cross the line side by side. And it's Villapoto and Dungey who bring home the bacon for the United States of America. That's 7 wins on the bounce now for Team USA. And boy, are they going to party tonight.
Doesn't get better than that, does it? Look at that.
Just park the bike, son. And it's pandemonium down there. knocking hell out of each other all season long. They're about to do the same now, but for different reasons. It's a good job they've got helmets on, that's for sure.
Well, there's a lot of love in the camp at the moment.
There's the headline: the USA reign in France.
You should work for a tabloid newspaper, you know that. Tommy Searle comes in there. Solid result, 4th for Tommy. Bob Rashef did get Chad Reed and held him off in 6th. Brett Metcalf 10th for Australia.
But it's Villopoto, Dungey, Rattray, Searle, Guarneri. That's the result. Time after Christophe Pourcel went out, and that certainly played a part as we goes back to the interview with Ryan Villopoto after that second race. He said, "Boy, we need a gift or something out there because 9 points, that's a big deficit to make up." And they got that gift with Christophe Pourcel going out.
Yeah, you can say it's a gift, but again, I'll say it again, the other teams self-destruct. The Americans finish, and that's what this contest is all about. They finish, and the other teams don't. You cannot argue with that fight of the crowd.
Overall classification then, they came here as 1, 2, 3 as a team, and Team USA will return to Lommel as 1, 2, 3 as the champions, a 7th straight victory. 22 now in total for Team USA. France second. Australia finally on the podium, narrowly edging out Great Britain by 2 points. Then it's Belgium, South Africa, Germany and Spain. The Netherlands and Estonia, they were your top 10 positions. Got to feel sorry for Italy down there in 16th, and Russia as well. A great result for them though, because they just wanted to qualify this weekend. They finished ahead of the Italians in 15th position. Ireland made it through the B final, and well, they finished 1 position ahead of where they qualified in theory, in 19th, ahead of Austria.
So, yet again, it's the same old thing. Ireland win the B final, USA win the day. It's a subdued crowd at the moment, therefore. The tricolours are waving, but, well...
Here's race 3. It was Metcalf at the inside for Australia. Chad Reed came from the outside. And look at that, as they went into the turn, it was Villopoto and Dungey, both up there. Gauthier Paulin, but it was the Russian, Bobashev, 1-1-3. He had his battles with Ryan Villopoto right in the opening laps of this race. Getting by the Russian. Rattray, though, he alongside the Russian Bobashev found it a little bit easy. It was the Americans celebrating Ryan Villopoto and Ryan Dungey as they crossed the Monster Energy finish line to lift the Chamberlain Trophy for the 22nd time.
So the run continues. Team USA just keep on keeping on, basically. And as Paul says, it's all going to happen again next minute.
Our Monster Energy girls looking fabulous down there as always. Team Australia, 3rd overall, and finally on the podium. And the Australian team of Matt Moss, Brett Metcalf and Chad Reed. And this is a personal milestone for Chad Reed. I posed the questions to him and I said, obviously with all that you've achieved in Europe and in America, and he said, you know, he would like to be on the podium at least before he hangs his boots up, whenever that may be. And finally Team Australia able to do that. And they get a generous reception as well from the French crowd here. Team France, 2nd overall this weekend after leading going into the final race. Christophe Pourcel, Marvin Musquin and Gauthier Paulin. But for the 22nd time, Team USA
How unbelievable is that?
to take to the top step of the podium. The 65th edition of the Monster Energy Motocross Nations belongs yet again to the Americans, Ryan Villopoto, Ryan Dungey and Blake Baggett.
Roger de Costa, how many times has he stood on that top step? Well, we know that, don't we? 22.
Well, no, Bevo Forti was one of those team managers in 94 when they got beat, of course, in Roggenburg.
Did they get beat in 94?
They got beat apparently in 94, yeah.
Did
but
they?
So it's at least 20, I think, for Roger de Costa. Won it quite a few times as a team manager as well. As a rider, sorry. Roger de Costa. Our dignitaries make their way to the podiums to hand out the awards and all that. 6 times Roger de Costa won it. 69, 72, 73, 76, 77 and 79.
Hey, there we go.
Look at those trophies. I was up in the Monster Energy Hospitality yesterday doing our live show. And they are big trophies. Certainly for the winners anyway.
Well, Chad Reed, as you say, he's earned this one, hasn't he? Solid ride to get here again today, and a good that first race victory. That's what laid the foundations for that.
That's right.
The French, Christophe Pourcel again. You just don't know what you're going to get from him, do you? He was on for a good ride, if not even a victory, and something happened. We still don't know what happened, Paul, do we?
No, we
just
don't.
saw him the other side of the track, and well, did the bike expire? Did
Jorge Villegas and Luigi Sampetti, the FIM Vice President, and, Vice Presidents, both of them, from the FIM and Ustream, respectively. Dr. Wolfgang Schröm, the Director of the FIM Motocross Commission, he walks through, congratulates everybody as well, along with Jean-Pierre Mougin, on the Olympic Committee here in France.
This is where it gets very crowded on the podium, doesn't it?
Here is the Chamberlain Trophy for the 22nd time, and Ryan Villapoto takes hold of it for now. Ryan Dungey takes it from the left side. On three, boys. 1, 2, 3. And Blake Baggett is going to lift that trophy above his head, I'm sure. That is not a light trophy. Talking from experience. Jacques Ball, the FFM president, the president of the French Motorcycling Federation. He's had some kind words to say all throughout the weekend as well about the teams visiting here, and obviously the crowd playing a big part, and Saint-Jean playing such a part in this illustrious event as well. The last time we came here was back in 2000, of course.
And Team GB just come up short of being on that podium yet again. 4th place again.
2 points, lost out by a point last year to the Germans. But it's a national anthem time for the United States of America. They're the winners here in Saint-Jean. I was talking to David Coombs yesterday from Racer X magazine, and he was saying, obviously, all the... oh, here we go. We're going to get a bit of an interview here. Let's see if we can listen in. As they spray the champagne on the podium, Gary Baird, a former worker or an employee of Yamaha, team manager and team member, and then obviously went to Australia again to continue employment there. But he's been the team manager for Australia for many years. And this is going to be a great moment for him as well, standing on the 3rd step of the podium for the first time with Team Australia. The French, they came so close, but in the end, it was yet so far. They had to settle for 2nd position. Gauthier Paulin, Christophe Pourcel and Marvin Musquin. But you cannot take anything away from Team USA. They were there when it mattered. And once that happened, it was never really in any doubt that they would go on and possibly win the race. But it was still a lot of work to do. And of course,
year on year, they put their reputations and their necks on the line coming over here because they don't want to be the first American. I think probably the 2nd race was the most dramatic because really it's through a lot of teams in the mix. There was everyone in there. Lots of things went on this weekend, but outstanding. I suppose Tommy Searle's ride really will go down, and when people think about it.
Earlier on in the day, of course, the next race for this will be in 2012 at Lommel in Belgium. Thanks for watching. We'll see you